Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today they are back home at last. Thank the Lord, thank God. My God, it's been the longest bloody road trip in the entire universe from the Inghams. This title though completely baffles me, right? I'm not gonna lie. Walking into her new home for the very first time. Now obviously they're clickbaiting their baby walking, because when they left the home she wasn't walking, right? She was crawling, and maybe not even that, but she is now walking, and she can walk into her new home. Or her home, rather, because the key word here, right, apart from the fact it's walking into her new home, it's the fact that it's saying it's her new home. It's not her new home. It's never a new... It has always been her home, right? It's a... Am I making any sense, right? Because I don't get the title. She's walking. Yes, she's walking, but into her new home. It's not her new home, is it? It's back to her home. It's not new. It's not, yeah, you know what I mean? Anyway, right. I thought I'd try and explain myself here, because I couldn't quite understand the title or the thumbnail. It didn't make any sense to me. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, guys, of this situation. If it is indeed a situation, maybe I'm just making a situation out of nothing. I don't know. Anyway, yes, they got home, and, you know, I've been waiting like 3 days for this vlog, and they've managed to churn out a 10-minute video. I feel like that's bare minimum, Chris. What have you been doing for the last 2 days? What have you been doing? Come on, pull yourselves together. Right, anyway, let's see what we can do out of this one, because everybody knows I'm a little bit of a wizardry when it comes to making shit smell nice, right? And that's what the Inghams are all about. So let's get into it, shall we? For the month of October only, we have the Halloween merch line over at the merch store. The cutest raccoon ghost on the internet. If you want yours today in a line of hoodies, t-shirts, notepads, all sorts of things, go over to the merch store today. Link in the description box below. Without further ado, let's get back onto the video. Thank you. Now, going back to this whole moving into her new home situation saga-esque type thing, right? It wasn't just me that was confused. Actual iFam are actually confused about this situation ship, right? They actually are. It's not hard to confuse an iFam, by the way. Just ask them a simple 2 + 2. They'll be confused. Alright, but this one said, where have you moved to? Obviously reading the title and thinking it's a new house that they're moving into, because it actually says so. Bloody hell, why wouldn't it? But worse still is that Chris or Sarah hearted it. Alright, you didn't actually answer the question, but you did heart it, suggesting that you have moved. So it's confusing, I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of iFam, I picked out this other comment, which I just want to have a little giggle with you guys. Now this one here says, welcome home, iFam, right? So this really annoys me. It shouldn't annoy me, but it does. There you go. It's just one of those things, okay? But, right, this person is an iFam, but they don't understand what iFam actually is, right? They don't understand that they are the iFam. The iFam are the fans of the Ingham family. The Inghams are not called the iFam, right? The fans are called the iFam. So she's saying welcome home to the iFam, welcome home to the fans, but the fans are not coming home. The Inghams are coming home. They don't understand, basically. Am I confusing everybody else, right? They don't understand that they are the iFam, right? These fans, they don't understand that that's them, themselves. You know what I mean? Anyway, shall we have a look at what's actually happened in the vlog? It was epic. Chris said it was going to be epic. It was epic. It did not disappoint. So they're in the Australian Alps here, right? And what they've said here is this is the most remote McDonald's rest stop in Austria, 956 miles since leaving Albania. So, my word, they have reached the most remote McDonald's in Austria. So yeah, they've done that. That's what they did whilst they were in Austria, by the way, guys, in case you missed it. They've gone to McDonald's. That's the only tourist place that they could find in the entirety of Austria. That's lovely, isn't it? God, you're happy Austrians. You must be delighted to have got a McDonald's anyway. But this person also picked up on that, and they said, did I miss something here? Showing Austria, then home. You did miss something, I'm sure of it, because they also went to Croatia. That's right, you missed Croatia. Come on, get with it, get with the program, right? But showing a McDonald's just shows exactly what the Inghams are all about. It's just all about the Mackies. Right? In fact, I might get one myself today, so I'm being a bit of a hypocrite, so there you go. Oh, McDonald's.
Morning iPhone, welcome to today's vlog. I've got a bit of a treat for the girls this morning.
What an absolute shocker of a situation. You've got a treat, a surprise, an open mouth surprise, treaty sort of situation going on. It's not as if those kids haven't had enough treats and surprises and open mouth surprises and every other surprise going for every single day of their entire lives since being on YouTube, right? Every day. I'm sure that's a song. Anyway, yes. I'm sure they'll be surprised about the surprise, right? It's not like they're expecting anything or anything like that.
So, I hope they're hungry. I want to film a TikTok trying Montenegrish snacks.
No.
Montegish, sorry.
No. Snacks from Montenegro, that's it.
Chris didn't believe me, guys. We had this big argument in the car because Chris didn't believe me that in Montenegro they don't speak Montegish. And he was saying, what are you talking about? And then when we're in Albania, he was saying that Albanians don't speak Albanish.
They don't.
And so we're having this big argument about it. And I was like, what are you talking about? Of course they speak Albanish. What do you think they speak?
They speak Albanian.
They speak Albanish.
People from Montenegro
Speak Montenegrish.
Montenegrin.
Montenegrin?
I don't know. I'm too.
So I was absolutely fucking... She was fucking with my head, honestly. I hadn't got a fucking clue what was going on. Sarah's saying that in Albania they speak Albanish. Chris saying no, they're not. And it turns out that she was just fucking with him, right? That was the crux of it in the end. She was just taking the piss. And yes, no, they don't speak Albanish. Although in the comments... that I found, you know, not the smartest bunch anyway, obviously didn't pick up on that either and said in Albania they don't speak Albanish, Sarah. Okay, so your iFam even telling you. But even if Sarah is taking the piss and she's trying to, like, you know, have this laugh and joke and everything, it's easy to understand why Chris thinks that you're just being your stupid self, right? Because you come up with these things every day without it being a joke, right? You just think that this is a thing all the time, right? So it's easy to get everything confused and muddled up when it's dealing with Sarah Ingham.
Chris is like trapped a nerve or pulled a muscle or something in his back. He can't move.
No, I'm really not well.
He's in really bad pain with it. So that's great when we've got like
50 hours to drive.
a 1,500 mile road trip back home. That's great.
That's hilarious, Sarah, isn't it? Hilarious. My God, I've never in my life thought that I'd see a mother of like 6 children. She's got her 6 kids in the car. 3 are very young kids, and they're stranded somewhere in Croatia because Chris has pulled a muscle in his back, or alternatively has decided to drive irrespective of having said muscle pulled in his back, despite having all his kids in the back of the car or the van. So yeah, I'm thinking that's probably not the best idea to do that, Chris, but you will carry on regardless, obviously, because that's what you do. It's a shame then that Sarah didn't decide to try and learn how to drive the van, isn't it? Although she claims that she has done in the past, but that remains to be seen. Maybe, Sarah, you could take over the driving, you know, process. It's quite simple, quite straightforward. You can drive a car, can you? Or can you not remember how to do that? I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily want Chris, who can't move his back, to be driving my family back home 1,500 miles away.
The sea was the sea in the sky. Oh, it's not changed, that song. So that used to be something different. Anyway, obviously I'm winding up. Isla, quickly run back to your van. I'm coming to your van.
Be scared.
Be scared. I'm not joking. No, I did buy some snacks from Montenegro. And obviously I was just winding Chris up before, because then everyone's going to be like, oh my gosh, is Sarah actually... No, I don't. I was just winding Chris up. It was funny. I was winding him up. He's like, do you actually think that? Did they? You actually said, did they? When you said, what language do they speak in Albania? And I was like, Albanish?
No.
And you were like, Albanish?
No, I was being polite to you.
Right. Anyway, I bought some snacks in Montenegro yesterday, and I thought I'd film a TikTok with the girls trying these snacks because they look there's a mozzie trying these snacks. So make sure you follow me on TikTok. If you're not already.
It's okay, Sarah. I will head straight on over there as soon as I possibly can. Right? It's on my to-do list, honestly. I can't wait to watch you and your kids trying Montenegrin snacks. Yeah. That sounds exciting. I'm not going to lie. It does sound like something that I want to partake in. Is that the surprise that you have for the kids? Why would that be a surprise anyway? I mean, surely they've been to the shop since you arrived in Montenegro, right? I'd be surprised if you didn't allow them out of the van for like a few minutes at least. They'll have gone to the shop. Would they not have bought snacks when they were there? Seems like they're held on a leash, these kids.
So I'm going to go do that now. We're done! We rated the snacks. A few words that came out of our mouths.
Hospital, guinea pig, tree and tree.
Tree.
And rock. And
rock.
Cardboard.
Like actual rock, like an actual stone.
It's really cool trying like different snacks from different countries because it makes you realise how growing up in a certain place you get your taste buds and your palate used to that place.
It's like with like even.
And when you go and try,
it's like even with small things like with milk or like you know like we can tell the difference with milk. Like we got a milk yesterday, and me and Elizabeth tried it this morning, and we said, oh my god, it tastes like England milk. Oh my god.
It is really weird. Like you get used to like your own taste from your own country, and then when you go to another country, you never ever find anything that's quite like eating from your own country.
Like Australian chocolate.
American chocolate.
No, American chocolate's good. No, did she just say
American chocolate tastes like vomit.
No.
I'm sorry, it does what now? American chocolate tastes like vomit. Why? Give an opinion, right? Review the food. Or just review it. I don't like this chocolate. It doesn't taste very nice. It's not to my taste. Or whatever it may be. But don't compare it to vomit. Honestly, that is just like... That's quite insulting, if I'm being honest with you. And the comment section was awash with people who were of like-mindedness to myself. I know, even I found. Now, this one disagreed wholeheartedly with your review of Hershey's chocolates, tasting like vomit. She said, Hershey chocolate used to be good, but now it tastes waxy. Unfortunately, the US is now adding soy lectin to all of their chocolate, and it's gross. So that's a review of note and gives an honest opinion. However, I will have to say this, right? What she says here is that Hershey chocolate used to be good, right? But now it tastes horrible. Now, I presume that Hershey's chocolate used to be good, and that would be when the Inghams last tasted it, because they've never been back to the US in the last 6 years, so they haven't tasted the bad versions. What the hell are they on about when they say that it now tastes like vomit, when apparently it used to taste nice when they were there last?
Australian
No,
chocolate was the
Hershey's.
worst for me.
I know Hershey's are so bad.
Horrible.
Australian chocolate was the worst for me.
Nasty. Anyway, yeah, you get used to your own, but people who live there will love that, and they probably think that British chocolate
It's
tastes
not, yeah.
weird or something. I don't know.
Little anecdote for you guys, right? So I'm going to back up what they say, right? I'm sure plenty of you already know, you've been all over the world between you and have all tasted various chocolates and sweet type stuff, right? I went to, quite a few years ago now, I went to Vancouver. Yep, that's right. It's in Canada, Sarah. It's in Canada. Vancouver is. It's a place that you've never been. How's it feel that I've been to somewhere that you haven't? Jealous? Jealous are we? Jealous? I'm sure you're jealous, aren't you? Anyway, my point was, right, I went there and I was offered this donut, right? I love donuts. Fucking love them, right? Not that I have them anymore. Quite fattening, Anyway, right. So, I love donuts. Used to get like packs of 10. Anyway, yeah, that's another story. Right. I went there. I was offered a donut. I was like, fucking yeah, give me the donut, right? So I tasted it and I was like, oh my god, it was a jam donut, right? A jam donut. And I was like, oh my god, this is horrible. It was horrible. It was like the jam was so bitter compared to how we have it in this country. I guess they have like less sugar in their sweets over there or something like that. I was not ready for that at all. Yeah. So I don't know what it's like now. Obviously, they might have improved since then. But yeah, back then it was just a little thing. Yeah, by the way, I've been to Canada, I've been to Vancouver. It's amazing. I loved it. Sarah, you ever gonna go back to the North American Isles? It's not gonna happen, is it?
One time I got a gift from a relative, and it was a big bag of Hershey's chocolate from America.
That was at Christmas?
Yeah, and I had some, and I was like, lovely, Jace! Big bag of chocolate, do you want some?
Now Isla keeps them in a bedroom and bribes Jace with them.
No, I don't!
Jace, we run downstairs and get me this. I'll give you a Hershey's chocolate.
Oh, that's
They're all gone now.
Isabel just said she learned that from Esme, not me.
Okay, so yes, that is quite sad. What Sarah is alluding to there is the fact that Esme has a penchant for bribing Isla to do things for her. If we remember back a couple of years, right, it was a very big thing back then. Esme was actually saying to Isla, if Isla wanted to sleep in Esme's room, right, Isla had to do something for Esme. It's bribery, right? It wasn't nice. It wasn't pretty to look, you know, it just wasn't. But yeah, that's what Isla's doing to Jace now, apparently.
Right, we're done anyway. I think we're about to pack up the van.
Why is that Bruce got so much fuzz on it?
Shaving my eyebrows so I can't fucking stand them.
No, what?
Esme,
Don't ever do that.
that would be the biggest regret of your life.
Actually, I've just done this one and it looks perfect. It had like
I think
loads
it's
of
fully
hair.
saving
All
them
the
off.
hair
Oh,
was
thank
like
you.
bulged down here. Like there was literally brown hairs here.
Okay, well that's just prepping your eyebrows. That's not shaving them all off.
I have such a
That's
bad
trimming them.
eyebrow hairline. Like I have a bit of, if you look close, there's a bit of blonde hair that goes up.
I've got that. I've got that
Do you?
on one of my eyebrows.
Look,
I don't know
can
which
you
one
see
it
it?
is. Yeah.
Obviously I don't colour it. I do colour my normal hair, but not that flipping.
I've just got eyebrows.
Isabel just got blessed. Isabel got blessed, and everyone's a little bit bitter about Isabel's perfectly styled, shaped, and coloured eyebrows.
Thank you very much.
Anyway, we are about to pack up the van, get everyone loaded up, and we're going to make a move. Right, I think first up though,
Little!
Rory, give me a kiss. Yay! Kiss.
I'm sorry, but big open mouth sloppy kisses from babies are just the opiest.
So cute.
They are.
She's like.
Okay, so I need your help, guys. I need a Sarah Ingham translation guide, right? Anybody want to help me out, right? Sarah has just said there, and I've listened to it a couple of times, and I have Googled it, right? Actually Googled the word. Maybe I'm misunderstanding it or mishearing it, what she's on about, but I've Googled it, and fuck all comes up, right? She said, open mouth kisses with babies are just the opiest. The opiest, right? Maybe I'm spelling this wrong, but what is she on about, right? I spell it O-P-I-E-S-T. Opiest. That's how I hear it in my head, right? Is that right? Is that right? What is she talking about? Right, I know this is not a big deal in anything about anything ever, but what the hell is she on about when she says that? Anybody know? Because there was no context, there was nothing. It doesn't mean anything. I've Googled it. It comes up with literally nothing. Even under the Urban Dictionary, it doesn't come up with anything. It doesn't mean anything. According to Google, it doesn't say anything. What the friggin' frigs does it mean? Sorry. Opiest. Maybe I'm mishearing it. I don't know.
She is really snug. Although right now,
She's trying to get to you now.
no, right now she wants to get down and walk. Do you want to put her in the trolley?
Yeah.
Oh, it feels so good to be back in Lidl, doesn't it?
Oh.
Oh.
It's been a jumpers and leggings, but I can't. Mum, I love this jumper so much, but look, it's like a dress.
No, it's not. It's just
a
like
dress.
an oversized big baggy jumper. It's perfect.
Speaking of oversized big baggy jumpers, please head on over to my merch store to buy the latest Halloween merch, please. I've heard, right, this is a rumour, okay, I've heard that they are actually really good quality, and that's not just coming from me, right? Ask anybody that's bought it. Really, really good quality. Everybody loves it. Go to the merch store, link in the description box below. This Halloween stuff is only on sale until the end of October. That's the 30th. Is it 30th? 31st. 30 days, that's April, June, November. 31 days in October, for fuck's sake. Until the 31st. That's 10 more days. Get your stuff.
I don't care what anyone says, I have missed Lidl's. There's none in... Was it in Greece? Well, there's none in Montenegro and Albania.
Sarah's been missing Lidl, guys. She hasn't been able to shop there in Greece or Montenegro or Albania. That's such a long time ago. But what about Italy? she's been in Italy. She's been able to shop there. But it's not like she's been away from the UK and not been able to shop in Lidl, right? At all. Just the last few countries, the last few days, in fact.
And the supermarkets there were not for me. The veggies, the fruits were just not the one. They were so like, just not the one, guys. They weren't the one. But I'm talking about fruit and veg. I'm literally stood in the chocolate aisle. But yeah, it feels good to be back in Lidl. You know what you're getting, you know? You know what you're getting from Lidl. So after the supermarket, we drove another couple of hours. We got through the border control of Slovenia, so we're now in Slovenia.
There shouldn't have been a border control because it's a Schengen country between...
Well, I mean, he didn't really check, did he? He took our passports and our auto documents. He looked at 2 of the passports. They weren't even the adult ones, and he went, and passed me back. I was like, okay, thank you. But that wasn't as bad as the one yesterday, leaving. What was that one? Leaving Montenegro?
Yeah.
That was so funny. He was so annoyed with us.
Yeah, so I leave Montenegro into Greece.
He was leaving Montenegro. The guy at border control was like a big man. We pulled up, he was playing on his phone, and he went, after like a couple of seconds, I know that doesn't sound long, but it felt long at the time. I was sat there like, hello. And he just looked at, but you know when people do it and you think they're exaggerating? He was like he was exaggerating. He went, so I passed him our passports and he went, go. And I was like,
Is that how he spoke, Sarah? Is that his native tongue? Was it? Is that his accent? Lovely. Love it how Chris and Sarah take the piss out of the locals wherever they go. They're always complaining about something, aren't they? Lovely. Speaking of complaints, right? I have a complaint. I saw this comment which was really, really nice in the comment section, right? They said R.I.P. Liam Payne. Now, obviously, everybody has heard about what's happened with Liam Payne. I assume you've all heard what's happened, and it was really, really sad and upsetting. And you know, I'm not going to sit here and talk about it right now, but this was just commented on the vlog, which is nice. You know, obviously someone is upset about it and they've commented it. Now this next thing, the reply to it, just goes to show that iFan will literally rip apart anything that they don't agree with because it's in their nature to do so. Leanne Scott, we all know Leanne, she says, what this got to do with their vlogs? Nothing, actually, Leanne. It's got nothing to do with the vlogs. But why you feel the need to rip that particular comment apart? Just leave it alone if you didn't agree with it, because it's about a sad event that's happened, right? And I happen to know that the person commenting the RIP Liam Payne is actually an iFan that's commenting that. It's not a hater. It's not nobody like trying to rip apart the Inghams or anything like that. But Leanne's come back and said, what's this got to do with their vlogs? It's got nothing to do with the vlogs. But, you know, just leave it alone. It didn't have any effect on anybody unless you were like, you hated Liam Payne and you don't want his name on there. That would just be weird though, right? But yeah, it just goes to show that iFan will literally rip apart any comment that they don't want to see on there, right? Absolutely. Now Leanne obviously has to get involved in basically every single comment that's been posted. This person said, home vlogs are the best. I am back to watch. I don't like the travel ones. Leanne, though, replied, I love their travel vlogs so much. Great, Leanne, great. But obviously, this person didn't. So, you know, opinions, innit? I don't think that person above is a hater. You know, just let them be, isn't it? Right, jumping in on everybody's comments. But, just in case you were concerned, though, right? Just in case you were concerned, I can confirm that Leanne was not the first comment on the vlog today. Not even the second one. That's right, she was the third.
He didn't even look at the passports.
He does have to protect that border because Montenegro is not a
A
Schengen
Schengen
country.
I know. He literally was so angry. He passed me the passports back and went, go. And then put his head back down in his phone. And I was like, babe, drive, come on, let's just go. So funny. Anyway, we're now in Slovenia. We're doing like 11 countries or something this trip, you know.
Yeah, man.
I just counted them, I didn't realise it was so many. Tomorrow we will hit Austria, which is very exciting. I think we've got about another 18 hours to go, right? No, not 18, sorry, another 14-ish.
14 by sat now, so let's call it 18 by
No, it's 30. Oh, yeah. We've got a while to go. Anyway, guys, I think today's going to be, because we're driving at the moment, it's quite hard to vlog, so I think today's going to be a bit of a 2 days in one. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Mwah. Boom! Good morning, iFam! Welcome to today's vlog. Look at the state, I've got chocolate all over me, Aurora's just done all that. Because it's actually the end, no, it's not the end of the day, but it's late in the afternoon, and I'm not sure you guys are ready for the view that is outside my window right now. Are you ready for this? Boom! Oh.
My God, what on earth was that noise that came out of Sarah's mouth there? But yes, they are in fact home, and iFam up and down the country, all around the world, rejoice. And I know that they are rejoicing because they have told us themselves. This iFam says, yay, I love when you're home. And this one we've already touched on. Home vlogs are the best. I'm back to watch. I don't like the travel ones. Bring on the Christmas content. Oh, not long to go now. They want the Christmas content because, you know, travel ones are not it for them. So glad you're home. I can't wait for the Halloween and Christmas content. So lots of comments like that in the comments today, Chris. I bet you're happy. You know, I spend all that money, all that time, all that effort travelling around the world and nobody gives a fuck. But when you're home for B&Ms and everything, that is where the content really lies, I gotta say.
Oh my goodness, we are back home. 7 countries in 4 days.
That's crazy.
But actually 11 countries in the last 6 weeks. Pretty epic, if you do ask me. And also a quick hop over to a new island, Sardinia. What incredible memories we have made, what an incredible time we have had, but now it's back home and there's a big moment about to be had. Walking in our home for the first time. Come on. Yay, come here. She's walking in that big girl home for the first time.
I have a question though, Sarah. This is a little bit of a weird one. Have you forgotten? You always enter by the back door. Much in the same way that Chris does. Oh my word. Anyway, yes. Yeah, why aren't you going by the back door? I've never ever seen you come in the front door. Except for the day you moved in. You always go by the back. Is it for dramatic purposes to show the little baby walking into her new home? Because apparently you just moved in or something. I don't know why it's her new home. Anyway, it is her walking in for the first time, and that was why you filmed it from that particular spot. You know, got to set the camera up in the right space and everything. It's a whole big thing, isn't it? Production companies like yours.
Ah! Yay! She's like, what's going on? Should we go explore? Let's go see.
Well, there we go. There we have it. It's all over. The trip of a lifetime has finally come to a crashing end. They're back home, which is it delights a lot of iFam all around the world. The fact that they're going to watch copious amounts of B&M hauls and shit like that. To be honest with you, I mean, I get why they don't enjoy the the travel vlogs, because they're pretty much the same old, aren't they? It's like they go and they go on the beach, they have a picnic on the beach, they go swimming in the sea, they go swimming in pools, they go to campsites. It's pretty much the same thing day after day after day, just in a different country. It's really, really tedious. But why do they enjoy the home vlogs so much? Because it's pretty much the same thing, except for they don't go swimming and they don't go in pools and stuff, right? They just go to Home Bargains and to B&M Bargains and things like that. That's all they do. They come home, they show us what shit Sarah has bought. They'll then go and redecorate one of the rooms just because Sarah's bored. They won't do anything of any note. They won't give anything of any inspiration. It's pretty much the same old day after day after day. I'm not quite sure why the iFam watch any of it at all, right? Don't know. It's very weird. It's a very weird parasocial relationship that they have going on there with their kids. Yes, it's very weird. Anyway, yes, that was my take on their little adventure. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed spending it with me. I hope I've managed to up it a little bit to, you know, a better quality than Chris can ever produce. That's right. Until next time, please give this video a massive thumbs up, comment all of your thoughts about it down below, and subscribe to this channel if you're new. Until next time, take care and bye-bye.